Hey there, sexy souls. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where I'm weird, we get a little woo woo. Okay. Let's see here. It's time to invest in some more decks. Ooh, okay. We're about to pull some cards. We're gonna see if there's a message. If you're sticking around, fabulous. If not, have a wonderful day. For those who are sticking around, just a friendly reminder, you are a sovereign being of your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. My recommendation to you is to never Cinderella it to make it fit. Okay? That means you hold all the responsibility in the decisions that you make as it should be. Oh, wow. Vigilant. Okay, 2 cards came out with that. Vigilance and conflict. I do not feel conflict. This very well may be something of the past, where you remained vigilant during chaos, conflict. Yeah, let's stop there. This feels remaining vigilant. There's some kind of conflict. I am thinking like vigilant in what capacity? Like to not let it deter you, to not let it consume you, to, you know, like were you steadfast in your beliefs and your stance? Like what was it? Or is that even matter? Command. Owls are significant. Vision and diplomacy. Oh, you really commanded this situation. It really feels as if like you took charge and leadership in this conflict. And I think your vigilance had everything to do with your vision and diplomacy, your ability to see things for what they were, hold steady to that, hold steady to your beliefs, hold steady to kind of like your stance in everything, and being diplomatic and not wavering. Okay. All righty. Okay, so they went Knight Sun Tarot. All right. So this is something of the past. Somebody might have a black dog. For some, Hecate could be important. I'm also hearing Cerberus. So Cerberus might be you came out on top. So they're showing me this individual with all these bodies down here. Like you were vigilant throughout this and you came out on top as a result. You maintained vision, you maintained your stance, you maintained your integrity. You were the wisdom throughout this conflictual situation. You just took command. I feel like I want to say you took command of the situation and circumstances, the outcome, and just of your life. Like that's really nice. That's sexy. Just giving you a little, a little. There you go. You know what I mean? Because you deserve it. Like wow. Put that there. All right, spirit. So okay. I'm gonna wait for it to flip out. Ace of Wands. Ooh, a whole new life. Look, sometimes it just gets a little whatever. But right here is a ring hanging on the Ace of Wands. And they go circle of life. Also, also, okay. This staff is carved in the fashion of a um, serpent, and they're bringing me to a dream that I had last night where it was like, you know how like you have multiple different dreams and they are all just like little snippets of something. So the dream was me standing outside the front door of a house. It was supposed to be representative of something, but um now I have interpreted it from mine, but like they're bringing me to it, so obviously I'm supposed to bring it up. So it's kind of like the snake was, or serpent, whatever you call it, was coming out of the house. It looked similar, like as it was coming out of the house, it looked um like a coral snake. Those are venomous. Um and as soon as it exited the threshold to the outside, so it was in the home. And it was like, "Oh, no, 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 catch it, catch it, catch it," because it was trying to go up the rain spout, like and, a cat came through and snatched it up before it could get all the way in and took it out into the yard. Now for me, uh, cats represent certain deities, and so there was this thing of, like, something being expelled from your home. If we're talking about some kind of conflict and difficulty and a sense of vigilance and holding true to your vision and remaining diplomatic and taking command of a situation and then a new life, the serpent can be, depending on the context, depending on um your faith, your culture, things like that. There's a lot of times I look at um, a snake as a positive omen, representative of life force. There's also times where, the snake in the grass, and like it can be something very detrimental. It does represent transformation because it sheds its skin. It was not shedding its skin in this particular one, but it's almost as if it's like there was a snake in the home. So, an energy, entity, or person that was to not be trusted, that may have been either deceitful or harmful in some capacity. And so, whatever that is, the conflict within the home is leaving. Like the serpent came out of the home. Um, and it seems as though Mother Nature, some other force, is handling it. Now, we did talk about the weaver, the spider and the web, and how your protections are up and anything that hits it is going to be bound up, much like the spider does to anything it catches. It's kind of like, and the barrier or the protection, the web that catches things, is going to regenerate and things. So this may be something similar to that. Something was resolved, and pulled out of the home. I do say, because they're bringing me to that dream, that it has something to do with the home. It absolutely has something to do with your home. So let's keep pulling, but much like how this staff is kind of like carved to be fashioned in that of a serpent. It's like made of stone. Like if you think of like made of stone, like it was uh, like it's petrified, or it's whatever. But it makes way for a new life. Okay, so then we have the magician. Because it also is like, with the wands, it's your life force energy, your inspiration, your drive, motivation, sense of self, concept of self, all of that. So it's kind of like your power. So it's your life force. and it's coming back online after seeing some kind of conflict. It's like a new life being born, but also your life force coming back online. As a result, or at the end of, at the culmination of this, Page of Pentacles. It's like something that's supposed to, because he's got his scroll here, something that's supposed to happen is able to begin. Something's able to enter your life, because a page usually brings something to you, a new start. And it seems as though it's been waiting, because it's like it's somehow already known or already written for something to occur or happen. It's being ushered into your life. Magician gives me the feeling that you are back in control of all the elements within your life. It's like instead of things controlling and influencing you, you wield the power. Now you wield the energies that be. So it places you in a very significant. Okay. We're going to go Knight of Pentacles with a Ten of Cups. Okay, so something now can be ushered in. It can now begin. Something solid, trustworthy, stable, integral. Knight of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. I feel almost as if something was kept at bay as you went through this. They're giving me the essence of like, despite it being something that seems so new, it's had time to germinate, because there's this evolution or jump from the page to the Knight of Pentacles. So it's the appearance of the Page of Pentacles as if this seed or this thing is just now beginning, but it's had time to create roots and mature. You know, anything brand new that starts in your life, you will look at it as if it's a page. Like, because you don't have a full understanding of it. You've just been introduced. But this is the appearance, but this is really where it's at. Secure, stable, trustworthy, integral, whatever it is that shows up. All right, we're going to use Hermetic Tarot. Yeah, stuck in my hand. Again, the Ten of, okay, well, not again, because this is the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. There's one cup in this image that is feeding all the other cups. So here it is, okay? There's a flower here, almost like dripping its honey and juices and, sustenance into those cups. There's another vine that goes to this one and other vines that go to these three. It's as if one cup that comes in fulfills, or I heard resuscitate. I don't know if that's a good replenishes and can impact positively all these other cups, all the other 6 cups. It's like this one cup leads bleeds into other areas being very pleasurable, because the 6 of cups is about a return to pleasure and enjoying all the things in life. It somehow elevates and makes all these other areas completely emotionally fulfilling. I know that's not generally the 7 of cups, but the 7 of cups is a story of which cup is it, and you finally finding the one cup that's for you, because not every cup is for you, kind of thing. It's like what one cup will give you joy and pleasure in and spill over into every area of life. Because that's coming in, and that would be uh well, it's the 10 of pentacles with the 10 of cups. I would always say, when your heart is closed off and your heart is not um you know flowing freely with love, all areas of your life are impacted. 6 of wands. This is like victory after I heard a long haul. King of cups. The one cup that bring the fulfill that adds to all the areas of life. Page of wands. 5 of swords in reverse. Yeah, you come back to life. Page of wands feels like getting your spark back and feeling adventurous and feeling alive and ready. I don't see any more worry. There's something about this that also like brings your strength back. It's like the healing elixir after a battle. You think of all those little the whimsical fairy tales and things like that, and like after battle, like there's something magical ointment or something that you can put on, and it's just like everything is better. No more battle. Somebody really, really battles it out in their mind. And just from my experience, uh, it has an air of, and I'm not saying anybody has this diagnosis, but it has the air of OCD, the way the mind will incessantly dissect and preoccupy itself. Um, it's almost like it's like limerence, but with anything. Limerence usually talks about, you know, some kind of fixation on like a person and believing something's real. It's not. Okay. But this is like something about this brings reprieve to someone's mind. Because if 5 of Swords up, it feels like your mind has been winning, and that may have been a part of the battle here. The vigilance was staying true to yourself, what you know, because your mind could have been the thing that would try to defeat you. Um, spurred on by some external conflict in the home, but like you managed to you made it all the way through. This is um the moment where you feel like your mind can take a rest. it feels as though something about this I'm hearing like with the 10 Pentacles, the right family. So this could be anything from like, your chosen family, like finding where you belong, to actually finding, like creating a family, feeling like someone or something is family. But it took a lot of strength. And it feels like somebody gets to rest and be excited and filled with anticipation and promise and, um, you know, desire again. This is a victory in someone's emotions, their emotional state. This is a victory for somebody's heart. Well, fortune, things are very much so turning around in your life. Okay. Things begin to move in your favor. Okay, so Seven of Swords in this particular deck is called unstable effort. This is the in and out, the it's good, it's not. It's like nothing is sustained. And that's the end of that. There's an end to this inconsistency, instability, uh, an end to this tug of war back and forth as to whether something, um, like feeling good and not feeling good is what it feels like, like this back and forth that happens. That's what's turning around. That's what's turning around. That's what's improving in your favor. Like this, and unstable effort is kind of like, like somebody who gives lip service, but like their actions don't follow up with their words. Inconsistent. Like, and if we're talking about family or love or your heart, it's like inconsistent can be as much as like I give more than someone else, I contribute more, or it could be your mood being dependent on somebody else so long as life is behaving in a certain way, and then they switch, and so everything in the household is dependent upon that. Again, might lead into where your mind finally gets to have rest. It's a sense of security within the home, within relationship, within partnership. The Empress. Let me find out what this has to do with the right here and right now. Definitely a time of balance with the scales up here. Time to receive. Oh, Emperor. Emperor and Empress. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Expect consistency. This is again the end of inconsistency, and we're the phoenix here. We've got the birth of this, the emperor and empress, this connection, this relationship. Yeah. You've left something. I love this particular Eight of Cups because the path is the two cups that we frequently see in the Five of Cups, correct? You know, you always got to turn around and there's the two cups. That's the thing that's in alignment. They are pouring the path. So this connection is the start of a new path, is the beginning of the path that you're seeking. Six cups that are upright represents the past. And the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind to find the thing that you want and desire. You have left a very chaotic, conflictual home life that you kind of had to survive, partially because of what was happening within that environment, but also because of what it cost you mentally. I heard at times your sanity. There was no peace in that situation. And now you get to start something completely new, a whole complete new life, new path. This has set you up for a new life experience. What does this have to do with Tower? I was gonna say, what's this have to do with right here, right now? It's a bit of an imminent situation. Oh, Queen of Wands. Let me pull out this. I get a very grounded, earthy energy and a very strong presence, fiery, magnetic energy. Something's about to happen. What's this got to do with right here, right now? There is going to be a coming together, a connection. This is either learning of this other person, talking to, communicating with, interacting, but it pulls somebody out of their isolation, their solitary energy between the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is about to disrupt somebody's singlehood. That's what's pertinent about this. Tell me about the Page of Swords really quick before we end. Oh yeah. There may be invitations to go out and do things, to socialize, to get out, to connect, to get out and have some fun. So there's a sense of playfulness, an innocence, a sweetness in this initiation and this contact, to get out and have a little bit of fun. Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Because this just feels like getting out into the community and doing things and connecting and yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of chemistry here. Sexual tension, chemistry. It's palpable. This is going to be fun. Enjoy.